The 7 things you should be talking about today. Number 7.
State Representative Joe Lavorne, a Republican of Auburn, offering up a bill that would make college athletes' NIL earnings tax-free in Alabama. So these athletes who are getting money to play football, basketball, etc. in the state would not have to pay taxes on that. The argument here is it will make the state more competitive when it comes to recruiting. So Alabama and Auburn players will get tax incentives to come to the state. It's already happening in places like Georgia and Louisiana. You got to compete with Georgia. You got to compete with LSU. That's what this is all about. Proponents of the competitive edge NIL tax cut, like Representative Chris Blackshear of Phoenix City, say these programs will maximize NIL opportunities and bring better players to the state. The state schools. Let's put it that way. I like this. It's a good idea.
Number 6.
The Trump administration, led by newly confirmed Attorney General Pam Bondi, has escalated its legal campaign against states that it claims undermine federal immigration laws by suing New York over a law that allows individuals to obtain driver's licenses regardless of their citizenship status, alleging the practice favors illegal aliens over American citizens and represents a direct assault on federal authority. Governor Kathleen Hochul, however, defended New York's policy as common sense and says one of these plans here facilitates cooperation by giving judicial oversight to DMV data. What the hell ever. Reiterated her commitment to helping these kids who are here illegally, which is nonsense. And she's just continuing to run her mouth about how she is for all people in New York. Yeah, right. Okay, great. You're helping illegal immigrants, and the law is coming.
Number 5.
United States Senator Tommy Tuberville, Republican out of Auburn, has called for an FBI investigation into media leaks that allegedly hindered ICE raids. Isn't it interesting how we have these two political parties and they are so diametrically opposed on the issue of illegal immigration? On one hand, you have, let's bring them here and give them licenses and protect them from having to follow the law. And on the other hand, they're saying, hey, should they have to follow the law like everyone else? Very interesting. Tuberville was pretty pissed off here about the ICE raids that have been botched because people are leaking where the ICE raids are going to be. Gang members are escaping because of this. And Tuberville wants people held accountable for enabling criminals. He's right. He says these people responsible should face federal consequences. That's prison. That's what they should be facing. If you're tipping off gang members and letting them get away, you should go to jail.
Number 4.
President Donald Trump announced that negotiations to end the Ukraine war will immediately begin. The Russia-Ukraine war has been going on for a very long time. It's been kind of moved to the back burner after the Israel and Hamas stuff kicked off. But it's been going on. You got North Koreans involved now. And Donald Trump spoke with Russian President Vladimir Putin, which, of course, our media handled in a very reasonable way and did not freak out about it, saying, hey, this is exactly what Putin would want. But that's exactly what they did. They screamed that this is exactly what Putin would want, to which my response is, yeah, I mean, he's talking to Putin. That's how it works. You got to have that conversation. So Trump says it's time for us to have a conversation. No, Ukraine is not going to join NATO. Yes, they are going to end up having to give up some land. That's true. All that stuff is going to happen.
Number 3.
Alabama legislature has proposed 2 bills that would ban discussions of sexual orientation and gender identity in schools, restrict teachers from using students' preferred pronouns without parental consent, and prohibit the including of LGBTQ activists as teachers. I mean, that's really it. That's it. And I will tell you, these teachers who insist that they continue, proselytizing, for lack of a better term, to your kids, they don't like this. And you listen to some of the arguments they're making. Listen to this. This is a real argument by an activist. Ready for this? A female teacher who mentions her husband in the classroom would be breaking the law. That's obviously ridiculous and a lie, but these people are desperate and out of ideas, and you know what? You love to see it.
Number 2.
Alabama legislators have given final approval, and I love it. I love this. To Alabama's What is a Woman bill. Yes, that's right. A bill that says a woman is somebody who has the right reproductive organs. Yes, that is correct. The House voted 77-12 to define what a woman is. Now, this is going to be based on what organs are present at birth, effectively excluding transgender individuals from being recognized under their gender identity. I do like some of the response to this. You're saying we don't exist. I mean, obviously you exist. Trust me. The problem here is that you exist too much. Okay, that's the problem. We can't get away from your existence. That's why this stuff continues to happen. No one's trying to wipe you off the planet. We accept that you exist, but you're still not a woman.
And now time for the number 1 thing you should be talking about today.
And President Donald Trump, he is, like I said, going hard here. And he is doing all these things he said he was going to do. I didn't believe this. I did not believe this. I wished he was going to do this, but I did not believe he actually would. But he is going after it. President Donald Trump slammed the Department of Education as a con job after citing a report ranking the U.S. 40th in education despite having the highest per pupil spending. Now, that's bad enough. But there's another angle to this as well. We've also seen the education status of the United States of America decrease significantly since the Department of Education has been created. So we created a Department of Education, and education got worse. You get that? You understand that? We created a Department of Education, and the status of our education decreased. Got it? That right there is enough reason to shut it down, and that's what they're going to move towards. His administration's Department of Government Efficiency, DOE, led by Elon Musk, has already cut $881 million in Department of Education spending, a lot of it DEI and stuff like that. $101 million of that was DEI training. Additionally, and big W's for our friend Donald Trump and his DOE team, we were told repeatedly, no. The courts are going to come through and drop the hammer on Donald Trump. He's going to lose in court. Well, yesterday, I mean, come on. Let's be real about it. What happened yesterday? A federal judge green-lighted the federal buyout program that said, okay, let's go ahead and give people an opportunity to opt out of government service. They can sit at home until the end of September, and then they gots to go. It's not even really a buyout. It's basically a deferred resignation. So there's no money for this. What do you mean? These people are already working these jobs. There's no money that goes into this, you idiots. That's not what you're talking about. A lot of this is going to be retirements, by the way. But 75,000 people have bought in on this, a little short of the 5 to 10% they expected. I think that puts it at like 3% of the workforce said goodbye. So the government employees have said goodbye to that. That can continue. And another judge has cleared the way for DOGE to continue its work at the Treasury Department. And I know our friends in the media are suggesting that like Elon Musk is rewriting the tax code by himself and stealing your social security numbers. People like Terry Sewell from the great state of Alabama is saying that she is what I like to call, and let me see, I wrote this down to make sure I get it right, a damn dirty liar and a freaking idiot. So I just want to make sure I'm being as profound and eloquent as I can about this. That's what happened. They suggested that he was like stealing social security checks out of the Treasury and taking your information and opening up credit cards. It's just dumb nonsense. And these clowns in the media and their Democrats do not know how to handle this. Well, here's how they handle it. With some big L's, because that's what they took yesterday. Some big L's. And I think you're going to see more of this. You have judges stepping in and overstepping their bounds, and they're getting smacked back occasionally. And that's good. It's good. Donald Trump also said about those courts, we were told that this is a constitutional crisis by complete dumbass and total moron Caitlin Collins on CNN, Alabama's biggest shame. And again, the Alabama legislature, I have a bill suggestion for you. I know I need to take a break here, but I have a suggestion for you. Eliminate the journalism school at the University of Alabama. It's done enough damage. It is time to eliminate the journalism school at the University of Alabama. So let's go ahead and get that underway. Just toss that out there. Trying to be a good guy here. You can weigh in on all of this if you would like. It is all very, very simple. 205-545-9950. Jump in right there. You can also get in with 10 with him. Get your questions in. Tori will be with us here in just a little bit. I think we're going to have Sam Gavan join us on the program as well. So we got a busy one coming up, and there's a reason why we refer to it as the fastest hour of radio anywhere on your radio dial.
You're listening to News and Views with Dale Jackson